and welcome to Mental Floss, an 8-week challenge series. Every week will be a different theme and a different challenge. I will be posting every Sunday, Monday about that specific challenge for that week. So definitely look at all the details down below. Every Sunday, Monday, I will be posting videos on what that challenge is for that week. Definitely subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep up with me every day of what I post about the challenge, as well so that you could join the challenge too. When you join the challenge, you're automatically entered into my contest. Each theme will have one winner. I will announce all the winners on April 11th. The reason why I call this the Mental Floss Challenge is because we're going to be looking at the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of ourselves. We're going to be working on our inner selves as well as helping our mental state. We always have to work on our mental state before anything else. Our mental state is everything, and we could suppress a lot. The reason for this is anything that you have on the outer surface is not going to help you. So you need to start going inwardly. If you don't start with the root, you wind up suppressing everything. And if you suppress everything, you need to get to the root cause of everything. Mental floss is all about detoxing and letting go what no longer serves you. So come along with me on this journey with this 8-week series and join the challenges. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm just Sunny, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. In today's video, we're going to be talking about manifestation and the law of attraction and how to manifest things into your life. Before we get started on the 10 tips on how to manifest what you want in your life, let's talk about the two different definitions, manifestation and law of attraction, and what they mean. Manifestation is simply an event, object, or action that clearly shows or embodies something. So it is like an abstract idea. Law of attraction, on the other hand, is a belief of positive or negative thinking. Like attracts like. So basically the law of attraction is if you think positive, it's gonna come back to you. If you think negative, it's gonna come back to you. Bring all those positive and negative experiences into your life, and it doesn't mean that it has to be the same experience. It could be different experiences as well. So let's say if you are negative about one thing, that doesn't mean that you'll get directly that negative thing. It could be something else negative in your life, if that makes sense. When I first started learning about manifestation, it was when I was 18 years old, working in this restaurant with my uncle, and someone talked about this book, The Secret, that opened up my world, a whole new world. Okay, just kidding. So this started my manifestations process as well as my spiritual journey. In this book, it talks about 3 different steps on how to manifest what you want. The 3 steps are ask, believe, and receive. Those 3 steps. This is definitely a stepping stone to learning about how to manifest if you want to get this book. Or you can watch The Secret. It's exactly word from word from this book on Netflix. Use it as a, stepping stone, but it also doesn't explain a whole lot of other things. Anyways, enough of that. If you guys want to know the 10 tips that I have for you guys on how to manifest anything that you want in life, then just keep watching. The first step that I have for you about how to manifest what you want in your life is to be clear on what you want. You have to be clear on what you want. If you're not clear on what you want, if you're like, oh, maybe I want this, or maybe I want this, you're gonna be sending all these different vibes out into the universe, all these different frequencies, and you're gonna be attracting wishy-washy things. So be clear on what you want, what it is, whatever it is that you want. Be clear, choose what you want, and make sure you choose wisely, because you do not want to choose something that you don't want in your life. So get clear on what you want, make sure that it's positive and that you have a positive belief system around it. My second tip for you guys is to choose your intention and to focus on one thing at a time. You want to focus on one thing at a time, because if this is something that you're new at and you're new about manifestation, you want to focus on one thing at a time so that you're not getting frustrated or like this is not coming to me right away. Whatever negative tendencies you have about the laws of attraction or manifesting something in your life, it can be confusing and it can send a ton of different vibes out. So you want to stick at least with one thing at a time, or focus on one desire or one thing that you want to manifest in your life, one thing a week, so that you can focus on just that and set your attention around it and really send it out into the universe, because everything is energy and the universe works with your thoughts, and that connects with everything being energy. So if you're thinking about positivity, positive things, you're gonna send positive vibes out there and it's gonna come right back at you. If you're thinking negative, it's the same concept. It's gonna go out to the universe and come right back at you, however you wanna look at that. The third step that I have for you guys is to ask the universe. And this is a step in The Secret. You want to command to the universe what it is you want. You want to be firm and believe it and be positive in it and be like, universe, I want this. Boom. It will ripple into the universe and it will send all those signals out, and the universe will start working on it for you. So make sure you ask the universe what you want. There's all different ways that you can ask. You don't have to ask the universe. You could ask it in prayer, meditation, God, whatever it is that is your belief system. It still works as the same concept. You use visualization or vision boards. Vision boards are a great way because you have those pictures in it and you can look at it and you can visualize. If you're a visual person, I definitely recommend doing the vision boards. My fourth tip is to trust the process of life and believe it is already yours. Now you'd be like, okay, how am I gonna believe it? It's already mine. That's like a lot of work. Yeah, it is a lot of work. Practice. You gotta practice in everything. I always say this in all my videos. You need to practice and practice and practice, you know, like a muscle, and work it. You gotta work it. You need to trust the process and have unwavering faith and just believe that the universe is going to bring it to you. Now, you can set a time, I want it by then, but don't expect it. The universe needs some time to work it out, and especially you're changing the way you think and how to manifest things, you're learning about it, or whatever the situation is. So you have to give the universe time to respond, and you need to just have faith. You just need to have faith that it will come to you. If you do the work and take the correct steps, it will manifest into your life. And it may manifest in your life way better than you thought. But you want to believe that it's yours, because when you believe that it's yours, it's like you already have it. Like, for example, thank you, universe, for all the abundance that you give me in my life, because you want to get those gears going in your brain and start, you know, putting those vibrations out. Your subconscious doesn't know from reality and from what's not real. So you want to get those gears going and start thinking positive, acting as if you already have it. Because you have to change your perspective and think, that's what I want, this is what I want, versus I don't want that, I don't have that, it's not working, blah, blah, blah. Because your wish is your command, and that is negative, and you will get that wish. You will get exactly what you're thinking. So when you manifest, you have to focus on already having it and feeling those emotions. When you believe it's already yours, you make the process faster for the universe to bring it to you and for you to manifest it a lot faster. My fifth tip is to keep your vibrations high. Now, if you're, you know, one day saying, I want this, universe, I want this, and then the next day you're like negative and blah, blah, blah. Like I said before, in the last tip, you need to practice what you preach. You need to practice. You need to, you know, say affirmations or whatever it is that you can keep your vibrations high so that you can be aligned with the universe. You want to make sure that you're aligned with the universe so that you attract whatever it is that you want into your life. When you're aligned with the universe has to bring it to you. It has to bring what you want, what you feel, and different ways that you could keep your vibrations high. Doing EFT tapping, affirmations, making vision boards, you know, positive self-talk, thanking the universe, whatever it is to keep your vibrations high is a key tip for creating what you want into your life. To attract what you want more in your life, you have to raise your vibration. Now, The Secret doesn't really talk about raising your vibration, but in my experience, I've learned that I had to raise my vibration. I'm a very emotional person, so a lot of the times I'm empathic and I'm feeling everybody's feelings. So you need to learn how to protect yourself. You need to, you know, really dive in deep and dive into thinking positive and, you know, raising your vibes. However it is that you raise your vibes, the way I raise my vibes, I meditate every day, I do EFT every day, I put essential oils on every day, I breathe, I do acupuncture is another way to raise your vibrations. All those little steps will help you. And just be patient and trusting the process that the universe, and have faith that it will come to you one day. You are attracting what you're sending out. So think positive, whatever it is you want, you will attract it. Think negative, whatever it is, you will attract it. No matter what, you will attract it. So you might as well attract things that you want to, even if you don't believe it. When you start practicing and start changing the gears and start changing, your brain into positive thinking, it will slowly but surely change. The sixth tip that I have for you guys is to work on your goals. Now, if you're not working on your goals, this is where a lot of people slip up and they're like, oh, I want this from the universe, and then they just keep doing that. Of course, you're not gonna attract 100% what it is that you want, or you may not even attract it at all. You need to take action. Action is a huge step. Write it down, whatever it is, whatever actions you could take, even if it's one little step a day towards that goal, whatever it is that you want, you need to do it. It's a puzzle piece. If you think of a puzzle, it's like a piece of the puzzle. You can't have one without the other. I think this is where a lot of people think that The Secret is not a great book, but it talks about action, and it talks a lot about visualization and not so much of action, but action is definitely a very important step to do. So make sure that you remember that as part of the manifestation process. The seventh tip that I have for you is to clear your resistance. Now, you're bound to get frustrated, angry, upset, and say, this doesn't work. It's bound to happen. You need to say clear, cancel, delete, cancel, cancel, cancel. Get those words into your regimen anytime you feel this. We're humans. Thankfully, whatever we manifest or everything that we say, we don't attract in our life in 1 second. That's the great part about it. Make sure to clear your resistance. Whatever it is that you have to do to clear your resistance, and whatever you have to do to transmute your negativity into positivity. A great way I like to do to transmute my positivity is to write anything like I'm upset about, burn it outside, and burn the piece of paper and release it. I like to sage, take a shower, clear, whatever it is that you have to do to clear your resistance. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. I'm telling you that it will happen. It's a practice, and every day you have to take steps towards it. It doesn't just come naturally one day. It's all these steps take time, to incorporate it into your life and to start shifting your life. It's literally shifting how you look at things, how you feel, and everything. And yes, we're gonna have things that happen into our life, and that's okay. We're human. So remember, just clear your resistance. Find ways that work for you that can help you to vent it out. You could also talk to a friend, vent it out, and then let it go, and then start saying what you're thankful for or positive things to change the gears. You want to try to learn how to bounce back faster. So that will take time. You just have to learn about yourself and what your weaknesses and your strengths are, and what it is that you could do to bounce back quickly and to clear away your resistance. The eighth tip that I have for you, which is actually the challenge we had last week, which is gratitude. Gratitude is so essential for manifesting things in your life. You want to just say thank you. Simply, you don't have to write anything. You could just simply say all day, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, thank you, God, thank you for these plants, thank you for my apartment, thank you, thank you. You want to feel it. This is such an essential tip as well in manifesting, is feeling the emotion, believing it, and really, stepping into that alignment with the universe, and stepping into yourself, and going inward, and really taking the time out to say what you're grateful for, and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Because when you send all those positive vibes and that abundance out, the universe has only one thing it must do, and it is to respond. When you're doing all these tips, remember that it might not always come out how you expect it, and that's why details are so important into what you want to manifest, what it looks like. what shape it is. You have to have that visualization in that picture in your mind's eye and say, this is what I want. And if it's not what you want, thankfully, the universe won't always attract everything in 1 second, and you can change what it is that you do want, and this is how you learn. The 8th tip that I have for you guys is the 17 rule or a minute rule. I'm going with 1 minute, but if you watch Abraham Hicks or read any of their books, they talk about the law of attraction and they call it the 17-second rule, where for 17 seconds you send out to the universe, I want to have that, blue Mustang convertible style 2018, whatever it is that you want. You say it for 17 seconds, you put it on a timer. I'm gonna say do it for a minute, because a minute at least you could visualize. And you wanna do this at least once a day, just 1 minute. Send that, send those vibes out to the universe, and boom. And then move on for your day. You wanna let it go. You don't wanna obsess about it. You wanna drop it into the universe so that the universe can create it for you. With the 17-second rule or the 1 minute rule, you wanna set it into motion and send it out to the universe. The last tip that I have for you, which is my 10th tip, is to write it down. Now this is super important too, because you wanna write down your goals or whatever it is that you want. Because once you write it down, it's like you're affirming that you want it and you're connecting your brain to the paper. Now in cognitive psychology, this is really useful for anything, whether it's an idea that you have or if you're studying. You want to write it down, because your brain is like a hard drive and we just upload so many different things. So when you write down what it is that you want, it's another way of commanding to the universe, yes, this is what I want and this is how I want it. And make sure when you write it down that you get specific. It's so important to get specific. It's so important to get specific and get into details of what it is that you want, because you can manifest it a lot quicker. Let's say if you just like, oh, I want a car, and then you get a car and you're like, that's not the car that I wanted. You have to get specific, people. It's like a radio signal. It's the same concept as like the radio. So when you're in the car, right, and you put the radio station on, you're not thinking, how did they get that radio station on? How are all these different radio stations on the radio? It's a frequency. A radio station works as a frequency. It's the same concept with the universe. When you write it down, it helps you focus and put your full attention on it. And that is so important. It brings you clarity, it brings you focus, and it brings you direction in what it is that you want. And then you could start writing down like action steps, like 1 step at a time or 1 step a week. Whatever it is that you could do to, create that into your life. This is all about creating. And I love the law of attraction. It's a science, and it works, and it's real. It's the same concept as gravity. You may not understand gravity or how it works, but it's still there. Same concept with the universe. It's still there. You may not understand how it works. Take all these 10 tips and incorporate them in your life, and I promise you, you will manifest everything that you want in your life. You have to take time, it takes some self-discipline, it takes patience, and it takes adjustment. Sometimes you have to adjust what it is that you want, and you gotta change your gears, or you gotta change your perspective. It's gonna take time. I love the law of attraction. I believe in it 100%, and I will be honest with you guys, not all the time I manifest everything that I want, and I don't always, work on it, but this year my focus is to really, focus on everything that I want, and it doesn't have to be materialistic things that you want as well. It could be relationships that you want to attract in your life. It could be you want to attract love, if you want to attract more abundance. It doesn't have to be like a materialistic thing like a car. That's why it's so important to be grateful for what you have too. But manifestation is a great tool, and it really works. And I've manifested things in my life. On my vision boards, I live in Arizona. That's one thing I've manifested and always wanted to do. I put it on my vision board. It's like taking that extra step, that visual step. Boom, this is where I want to go, and here I am years later. I've been wanting to move to Arizona since I'm 18, and now I'm 27, and I've lived here for the past 2 years. Be clear on what you want, and be clear that that's something you want, because you might get to your destination and not want to live there anymore. So be clear on what you want, but that's the power of creation, and that you can change it, and you can start creating what it is that you want in your life. It's so powerful, and it's an art. Your life is an art. You're a magical person. Remember that. You're magical, and everybody's life is different. And that's what's so great about the law of attraction, because not everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants different things. And that's why it's so powerful. And it's so powerful because you're a magical person, and you know, it's like a canvas, and you need to paint on the canvas what you want in your life. It's an art. Your life is an art, so be creative. This is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be something fun and light. It's supposed to help improve your life as well. Enough of my ranting. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place, even though I had 10 tips in order. I went on a little bit of rant, but I hope I got my message through. I hope you guys are enjoying the 8-week challenge mental floss series, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And now go make your dreams into reality. We have dreams for a reason, and you can make them a reality. So get to work.